we are nearly exiting another very hard and tough lockdown where loads of families are struggling. Unfortunately, some guys didn't make it to the other side, and fortunately, few others made it. So, if you are watching this interview this year or a few years ahead, we are very glad that you made it for the other side of the bridge, and we really hope you are doing well or is healthy. The purpose of this interview is to introduce to you one strong lady that has been helping the women in Irish Judo Association or any women that are from any association or are living here in Ireland to attend, to raise awareness, mental health, physical activities online involving judo. With you guys today, I introduce Sensei Ellis, and I hope you guys enjoy the interview. Thanks, Sir. Thank you. Sensei, guys, I always want to say that before we go ahead. You know yourself that internet is a bit different from the real life scenario. If, Sensei, you get any issue with your internet connection, and if you cannot return to the interview, don't worry at all and don't get stressed, okay? You can simply try to reboot your computer and try to reconnect with the internet or try to connect from your mobile phone back to the interview. If you cannot do that, no worries, and we can continue another day or we can figure out another way. Okay? Thank
Perfect.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sensei, could you tell more about yourself and introduce yourself to this audience out there, please?
So I'm Ellie Dennis. I'm the ambassador for the women's sport in Ireland. I am a second Dan in judo, and I have my points to get my third Dan very soon when the restrictions lift. I started judo when I was 4 years of age in Lusk. My dad, Jack Dennis, is the judo coach. He's well known. He's a seventh Dan in. On the back of that, he's a seventh Dan with 7 children. So I come from a massive family of 4 girls and 3 boys, and they have all my brothers and sisters have done judo at some stage of their lives, and some are still doing it, whether competing, coaching. We've a very big family. My dad has 15 grandkids, and they are all doing judo as well with us, which is fantastic to see. I also myself have 2 children. I have a boy, and he is Cody. He's 7, and I have Poppy, and she's 9. So we're busy. My background in judo, as a child, obviously I loved the sport, and I had a lot of also on the judo mat from a young age. So I was very fortunate, I suppose, to start from such a young age. Not everybody does. So I have a really good insight in judo from all different levels, from kids and from an adult and from different angles. So basically, while I have represented Ireland on a national and international level, from a youth player at 12 years of age was my first international abroad, and then I've moved on to the senior level and also into the masters, which until the restrictions allowed, we were hoping to compete in the European Championships last year, but obviously during the current situation, it didn't allow us to. But we'll keep pushing forward to the future, and please God, there will be plenty more competitions. I am also a fitness manager in Gym Plus and Swords, and I work full time there 5 days a week, and I eat and sleep anything got to do with fitness and judo. Judo is my hobby, but to me it's like a hobby that you really enjoy. It's almost like my second job.
Fantastic, Sensei. Guys, you can see there that we have a very experienced Sensei out there, and I'm amazed. And thanks so much for sharing all your information. And today I would like to ask you, in all this involvement with judo, you right now, you just, I think, few years ago, I'm not sure if it's 2 years or 1 year and a half, anyway, in this time frame, it's not more. I think it's not more than 3 years or 2 years. You embraced a new project. what is this project for, and what is this project aimed for, or what are the people that are participating or attending, and what they aim to help? Could you tell me more about this and tell us more about it?
So about 2.5 years ago, I was approached by the president of Ireland, and he asked me would I be interested in becoming the ambassador for the women in sport for judo. And I was absolutely blown away, delighted, absolutely delighted, because I just love giving back what I've got from judo. So I would do anything and everything in my power to try to get as many, well, judokas, male and female. Obviously, I'm pushing towards the females at the moment, back on into judo. So the vision from Sports Ireland, the vision for women in sport, where it's where women have an equal opportunity to achieve their full potential while enjoying a lifelong involvement in the sport. So hence, we are trying to get more female people, ladies, should I say, on the judo mat from all ages, from kids, get the mammies on. We want to get as many females involved, because at the moment judo is a male dominated sport, but it doesn't have to be. So I'm working on that at the moment.
Fantastic. And Sensei, do you have more or less any figures of what are the aim of Sport Ireland working together with Irish Judo Association?
Is to get as many females on the mat. I'm looking for the mammies that come and drop their children off, because they sit there every week and they watch the class. And usually when we run parent and children nights, the mammies are usually the first on the mat. So they know they've been watching every week, and they know they've learned a lot themselves unannounced to them. So it's just getting them on the mat, making sure that they feel comfortable, and it's amazing the benefits that judo will give them. Um, Much better self-confidence in themselves, mental toughness and resilience. Um, Also, judo is a great self-defense skill. To people being in their personal space or their personal bubble, and in judo you're up close and personal, in an obviously non-conflict way, but you will be able to deal with yourself if the situation arose and occurred. You would feel a lot more confident in your abilities by learning judo. And obviously it's a full body workout as well, and you get fantastic conditioning from the sport when you're just at a regular training session. I believe they're probably more determined than most. But we, to have the guys, and not to dish the guys, they are absolutely fantastic because they push you to another level. But the women's classes make you feel a little bit more comfortable, I suppose, initially. But after, they actually want to be fighting the guys or training with the guys. So it's amazing to see. Obviously, different things come into effect when you're a woman. You have a lot more challenges, I suppose. But you need to take that time out to do something for yourself. Obviously, we know the benefits of the sport. Do something for yourself, and you will be a better person, even if it's just one night a week for 1 hour or 45 minutes. The difference it can make to your home life is just unbelievable. You come away with a clearer head, the endorphins will be running, you'll be as high as a kite, and you'll be in better form. Plus, you're meeting people, and you obviously are having fun as well.
Fantastic, Sensei. So, in another word, is guys, there are no barriers for you out there. Okay, it's fully inclusive. You can attend. There are the only barrier that exists is inside of your head, and we coach males and females are getting very professionally prepared to welcome everyone on the mat, to receive you, to teach the very best of judo, and to be very inclusive for everyone. So you guys are very, very welcome to be on our mat. So I just was telling them here and say that in another word is we are always constantly getting prepared to be as much as possible inclusive to anyone, including women. We are always preparing very safely our class designed to attend any age, any group, or any person that wants to attend judo. And Sensei, it has been a very tough year for everyone. And we could be, uh, giving up the hopes and say, look, we will not try anything right now because nothing is working. The scenario is really different. There are some students that doesn't look like to at all enjoy online classes. That was some misconcepts on the beginning of the crisis because we know everything that is new. Some people get a while to get used to with this new scenario. But now we know that as everyone else needs, or everyone in the world needs to adapt with this new concept or new lifestyle that we currently are living now, I know that you have a very particular project, and this project has slowly and progressively getting more females to your classes. Could you share more how these classes happens? What day does that happen, and what do you do in this class? And if anyone wants to join, how they, if they are here in Ireland, can join your classes, please?
Yes, so obviously, the doors of the dojo might be closed, but judo doesn't stop there. For me, I've never done online judo classes. I said, you know what, where there's a will, there's a way. So I'm going to run online judo classes. We need to keep the visibility of judo out there. We want to keep everybody communicating and keep in touch with all our fellow judoka players, whether they're male or female. I want to keep in touch with all the clubs and the players. So I decided at the end of January to start some online sessions, judo and fitness sessions every Wednesday at 7:30. And the link is via Zoom. So if anybody, we're calling all the female players in Ireland, coaches, clubs, moms, kids, any age, any level. If you've done judo 20 years ago, we want you. The level isn't, it's a mixed level, and you can obviously go at your own pace. So I'm calling on all the female players, past, current, or the future. Check it out. Try before you buy. It will give you a little insight into all our lovely female coaches that turn up every single Wednesday at 7:30. I don't put
Sensei,
up the link on social media for obvious reasons. We would have some children on it. So if anybody wants to contact me, I'm at Ellie Dennis 25 at yahoo.co.uk. I can forward you the link. You will also find me under Lusk Judo Can on Facebook, or just Ellie Dennis on Facebook also. And I can forward you the link, and everybody and anybody is welcome to join in.
duration? Is it half an hour? Is it 1 hour? And what material normally? Because some people say, I don't have any tatami in my home. I don't have the judogi, the judo uniform. I don't have enough space in my area. What is needed for attending your class?
Okay, so very little is needed. Yourself, a little bit of space. Maybe you could push back the couch or the television or the table. We started off with some body weight exercises initially. So I would try to mimic some judo movements. We call it tachiwaza, standing exercises, standing judo. And for the second part of the class, I would bring the newaza, the groundwork judo into it. So we have, people that do judo would understand. But even if you don't do judo, you would pick it up very quick. At the best, we would, like last week, we used an obi, which is a judo belt. And if you don't have a judo belt, which not everybody might have, a dressing gown belt or anything equivalent would be perfect. So you don't need a lot of space, just enough to move your body around. And like next week, we are going to use a judogi jacket. If you don't have a judogi jacket, your own jacket will do for some exercise. It's amazing what you could do when you really put your mind to it, you know.
Fantastic. And guys, remember, purpose of this class is not to make you a black belt, red or red and white belt. The purpose of this exercise is to get you somehow connected with your community. It's bring your body some level of exercise that I always joke with my students. Now you can eat your chicken wings if you want because you already burned some energy, or you can get your shepherd pie or any food that if you're a vegan because you already spent some energy. And you of course you need to take some meal, or also just to socialize, support the women's project, or get to know more about our sport. It's half an hour, isn't it? Sensei, half an hour, 40 minutes more or less, isn't it? So there you go. And you know, it's better look after your temple, your body now, than wait for 2, 3, or 5 months whenever we can go out socialize again for then look after our body. Because your body needs to be invested as much as you invest on your news, or you invest reading news, or you invest eating some food, or invest in your car. So really invest in your body because that's the best investment. Now, Sensei, do you have any advice for these girls out there that may wonder if they can go or if they should not go for the class? And definitely, you could say, "Come on, join us."
So class is for 30 minutes. We warm up at the start, and the session is for 30 minutes. I always say to all the participants, you go at the pace that's right for you. Because we have some, really competitive females on the class. We've coaches. We've got a range of ages from 7 years all the way up into their 60s. So you can only do what you can do. It's amazing. People find a way. If the intensity is too high, I'll show you how to modify it. But last week, here's an example. I had somebody contacting me through Canoeing Ireland, and they had heard about our classes. They have never done judo before. So I said, you're more than welcome to come in, have a look and see. And this particular woman joined into the class and has no idea of judo. I can modify the exercises. Instead of calling some of the Japanese terminology, we were doing judo squats. I call them judo squats. Everybody else so no matter what walk of life you come from, there's a place for you in judo. Whether it's just the community and building friendships, if it's the fun, the fitness element, it's there. And at least this will give you an insight into what what you will come across if and when you join the local judo clubs close to you.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Sensei. Guys for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the interview. If you want to contact Sensei Ellie, please contact in the Instagram or Facebook page of herself, and we hope to see you on her only female in Ireland judo classes. Take care, thanks for watching, stay tuned for the next video, and stay safe.